Caller, what's your name? What up, caller? Where you from?
From Harlem, 140th.
What's good? What's your name?
Camron. What's up?
What's happening?
You tell me, how y'all doing?
You doing all right, my brother? How you doing?
I'm great. Just tuned in to see what's going on. How y'all feel?
All is well, my brother. I guess you calling for a reason, man. Oh, you call to say hi?
Yeah, I called to say hello. That's it.
Okay, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. Just Harlem, just supporting Harlem, that all. I have my name on the show a lot. I just figured I'd call in.
That's good you call in.
How you doing, Kareem?
How you? Everything good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How you been? You been all right?
You know I'm all right. You know how I do.
Camron hops on the line with YouTube's 139 podcast. Additionally, if you have access to Harlem Energy, you are already aware of how popular this show has become. Get a subscription to 139, a beat produced by hardworking Harlem natives. Bravo to Doc and the entire squad for their hard work over there.
So you the one said, you insinuated that I'm a snitch, so I'm ready.
I never said you a snitch. I said I was going to talk about you snitching. But let me ask you this, since you brought it up. Did you try to, when Reg died, did you try to tell on Reg after he died?
Why would I try telling Reg after he died? Tell for what?
Because you going to jail?
To go to jail? Come on, you know I'm built for that.
I said because you're going to jail. Cut out what, nigga? What you talking about? I'm asking you a question. If you didn't, you didn't.
You know
I'm
I
asking you a question.
Bro,
I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Hold up,
that's why I'm asking you. If you didn't, then you say you didn't.
You know I'm thorough. Listen, bro. Check this, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm listening to you.
If I go to jail, I'm standing on mine. All my co-defendants, they know what it is. I was thorough in jail. Ain't nobody even came to me. Hold up, nobody even came to me about no Reg.
Who was your co-defender so we could get him on the line?
That's a live psych from your building.
Psych from my building, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Exactly.
Hey Cam, like cut it out. You know you had nothing else. Listen, check this. You had nothing else to say, right? You didn't like. Hold up. You didn't like your name being said on there, right? So now, instead of you addressing it in another way, you want to try to come sideways
and say, asked you was a question, Kareem. That's all I asked you, nigga. That's it, nigga. If you didn't, then you didn't. Why you getting all erratic about?
Hold up, now that you're online, right? Hold up, now that you're online, you know we ain't do that, right? Let's go.
I don't know nothing, nigga. You know. That's why I'm calling and asking you.
Listen.
Fuck you mean I know?
Listen.
If I knew, I wouldn't have said it. You know. That's why I'm calling and asking you.
However, the speed at which this situation changes is crazy. Because he and Mace had been exchanging their tales and dissecting the aspects of their lives that shaped them, Camron called in prepared to defend his reputation. Additionally, they have consistently shown reverence for legends. Big L, a real Harlem icon from the NFL team, may you rest in peace. However, some have been complaining that Cam and Mace have been spreading what they call negative emotions and distorting the truth on the beat lately. To promote that plot, they even invited family members to appear on the show, and it has been creating a lot of talk. Camron made the decision that he would not tolerate anything. Not right now. He immediately went off after calling into their most recent program. Nothing, not even a filter or a gentle approach. As if he had been waiting for this opportunity, he begins calling the man a variety of clowns and dummies.
Listen, bro, just tell me what
you're not letting me talk
right there.
See, if you're gonna
that's
come
what
on
I'm asking you. Just get to what I'm not. You telling me? I just want to know what "and bad" for me means.
Meaning, I can expose what type of clown you is. That's what it is.
I'm a clown.
Yeah, you're a clown.
Nigga, nigga's clown. Nigga, what did you talk about? See, you know your problem is.
Look, let me tell you why you're a clown. Hold on. Let me tell you why you're a clown. Hold on, you gonna let me talk?
You're the clown, nigga. The problem is this. I called and asked you a question. No, I'm not gonna hold up. I called and asked you a question.
I'm gonna let you talk.
About it.
Stay online. Don't do no clown shit and hang up. I'm gonna let you talk.
I'm not doing nothing, bro. I'm asking you a question, and that was that. You going so crazy about when niggas talk about L or Lee or whatever, like I ain't grew up over there. I never said nothing disrespectful about L. What happened with me and Lee happened with me and Lee. And you be going crazy to the point where now me and you got to seem like we got a problem.
No, you know.
This is where the entire situation blows up, so pay close attention. Observe the co-host's reaction the entire time Camron dials up. The man wearing the black hoodie appears to be unsure on how to respond. I am not intimately acquainted with him. He's obviously an uptown man, but I've never seen him before. An uptown cat who's been standing fast behind Big L's name, pushing back hard on what Cam and Mace have been saying lately. The entire platform has been heading in that direction. The person who has been talking the most is this man, Kareem. Like you, I don't know him. He's from the uptown Harlem circle, but I've never seen him, and he's been bringing up the matter constantly. And everything turns upside down when Cam calls in. Suddenly, it's a very different kind of moment, with voices rising and the vibe shifting. They even begin mentioning a man by the name of Reggie. People in Harlem are aware of the rumors around him, and comments questioning, did he snitch? Was he going to reveal something? The streets have their own experiences of such circumstances. Therefore, I need to reach out to Harlem.
Said it.
You know.
That's what I'm calling an action.
You just said it, because listen.
You what? What are you talking about? That's why I called and asked you. If I knew, I wouldn't have said
Okay,
it, nigga.
now, let's get
What are you talking about? I know, like I know, nigga.
Yo.
What are you talking about, bro?
Hey, yo, you
And then you talking about, when I say nigga's real name, what happened before it hurt you comparing yourself to 50 Cent?
It's going to end bad for you because you trying to lie on my
It's going to end bad for me.
Hold up.
What? Like, let's start right there. What does that mean? Before we go any further, what does end bad for me mean?
Because you think you could expose me, I expose you, bro. Because you.
I'm just asking you.
Okay.
I want to know exactly what does end bad for me mean.
I'm clear. It's we ain't going.
The discussion quickly spirals out of control. Without a doubt, these older Harlem guys have been making fun of Camron. Don't play with them. He begins criticizing Reggie, claiming that the man was being sneaky and betraying others. In essence, Cam is suggesting that this man attempted to harm some others before his death. If you're from Uptown, you are well aware of the long-standing rumors surrounding such circumstances. Cam is now claiming that this Reggie guy has been promoting the idea that Cam and Mace have been lying, labeling them as frauds, and attempting to discredit them. However, from Cam and Mace's point of view, they are simply being honest. Tales that have been told for years by everyone in Harlem. The rumors that Big L had his own version of events are not new at all. Cam doesn't stop. As he breaks down what he remembers, he becomes really disrespectful and begins calling this guy a variety of derogatory names. The call becomes really hectic at this point. As you can see, many Harlem residents disagree with what Cam and May said about Big L, particularly if they believe it presents him negatively. Ultimately, though, this is their reality, their recollections, and their viewpoint. And things got even weirder from here, so Cam wasn't done talking. You weren't even present when Cam hit the guy with Lee and me. To be honest, the way he expressed it was blunt. Additionally, this person on the show appears to be at least 5 or 10 years older than Cam.
Hold up, Cam. Hold up. You can't tell me you fuck with L and you be have Mace come throw some shots like that.
I don't have
Mace is lying,
nothing.
bro.
You know talking about, bro. Listen, man. No, I'm not gonna hold that picture. Shut up. First of all,
But Cam.
However, Cam is treating him like a novice and urging him to shut up, saying, "Bro, you're not even making sense right now." See, a lot of people come to these podcasts with their own angle, their own motive, sometimes trying to spin things. I'm not claiming that 139 has an agenda. I don't mean that they are in charge of the play. But come on, at least be knowledgeable if you continue to question someone's narrative.
Whatever Mace had with L, that's Mace and L. I ain't even know how that shit was going on. I ain't got no problem with that.
You
gave it myself. Yo, no, you're not gonna cut me off and say what you want to say, nigga.
Go ahead.
Whatever, I am gonna go ahead. Whatever Mason had L and Mason L had, that's Mason L. I ain't know half that shit till Mace told me later. I ain't have no problem with L.
That's why Cam called in to find out who was fabricating the story because of this. Again, that Reggie guy is at the center of it all. Additionally, Cam continues to gesture at him as though he is the one spreading the bizarre tales. According to Kareem and his team, Reggie said that Cam and Mace were lying. To be honest though, none of the man's speech sounds coherent. A foolish person.
Stupid ass.
Not the
no,
park.
it wasn't stupid. You don't know what you talking about. The shit was downtown Manhattan. Stupid. You wasn't there, dumbass. The fuck you talking about, nigga? Mind your business on certain shit you don't know what the fuck you talking about.
You talking
Ask
strong.
Avon, because Avon was
We're
there.
not gonna talk
The
strong
fuck you talking about, nigga? No, I'm not gonna listen because you don't know what you talking about. Talking about out at the
You
park.
said you backed him out on the video
Oh boy, video
You said you
shoot.
backed him out on the video. You know you didn't do that.
I never said I back. I never said I back. Now
This guy is completely unknown to me. Tell me then, how credible he is. Who is he? From where did he originate? I don't know, but those in the Uptown area might. Someone from Harlem should step in and provide an explanation, because at the moment, everything about this situation seems flimsy. Facts. Someone should remain out of the path if they don't understand what's actually going on, since they will appear crazy. Kim is spazzing out a lot, and I'm simply here reporting what's happening. This scenario is more complicated than it appears, so keep your mouth shut if you're not familiar with the specifics. Cam begins to dissect the situation. He claims that in the past, Big L's elder brother attempted to extort him. It's obvious that some of these older Harlem guys dislike hearing Cam tell the truth. Even if the individuals involved experienced it firsthand, they do not want their reputations to be called into question or particular stories to be recalled. Cam even makes fun of the notion that he terrified Big L from the grave, demonstrating how absurd this whole story has become.
Avon was there. So Avon was lying there. So
you ran Lee out the
this
park.
was it. I never said that Lee was in the park. Now you making shit up. I said this was an old boy video shoot.
Backed him out.
He claims that the narratives being promoted don't even make sense. It's as if someone changed the details to make Cam appear incorrect. Watching it unfold is incredible. Cam and May seem to be talking about what they went through at the time, in my perspective. Additionally, several people, mostly older Harlem names, seem to be attempting to change the narrative, make it sound better, or cast someone else in a negative light. However, these two were present. They experienced it firsthand. Because of this, their account seems credible. I have no idea who this Reggie man is. However, the manner he speaks in these clips adds to the confusion. It's all over the place right now, so if anyone is aware of his true credibility, please jump in and explain. In the end, Cam calls in and just loses it on this guy, letting all of his anger out. At this point, the entire thing takes a turn for the worst.
You changed the doors around, nigga.
Fuck that part right there, right? We get up with
You keep changing the part around, Doc. You don't know what you're talking
I ain't taking no
about.
calls right now, so stop calling right now.
You don't even know what you're talking about, bro.
Listen, I wasn't there, but what I know.
All right, then, so shut up. So just shut up from right there. You don't know. You wasn't there. You don't know. You know who was there? Avon was there. Avon was there.
Y'all didn't ran him out no park.
What park? Why you keep bringing out a park, Doc?
The video, my bad. The video.
Doc, what are you talking about? You confused, man.
The video. Y'all didn't run him out no video.
You confused, man.
Y'all didn't run him out no video shoot. Whatever that shit was.
You just confused, bro. You very confused.
In essence, Camron discharged everything at once. Absolutely no hesitation. He got on that call, eager to have a direct conversation with this guy. And as soon as he opened his mouth, the energy was startled. The man he was talking to appeared to be older, from that Big L period for sure. The same age range, the same circle, and the same kind of Harlem history. Today, Big L would have been in his late 40s or early 50s. In contrast to these older Harlem icons, Cam is therefore in the younger lane. Additionally, Cam was exposing this man by speaking to him as if he were teaching him directly. I don't mean to offend, but that's exactly how it came across. Cam essentially made fun of him in front of everyone by hitting him with that famous line. Additionally, this Reggie man appears to have been pursuing influence on the 139th beat for a considerable amount of time.
You said Lee King tried to press you. You say he tried to extort you.
Listen, if you listen what I said instead of making shit up, I said niggas always with back shit out. I didn't say me, and that's a fact. And you can ask A1 too. If you look at old boy's video shoot, it wasn't at the park, stupid. You scared of Big Lee from the grave, nigga. That's not a fact, nigga. Like I said, I didn't say that, and I never said it was at the park. I said it was at old boy video shoot, and A1 was there too.
A shout out to 139 for their labor and rhythm. However, it appears that Reggie's attention-seeking behavior has finally caught up with him. Camron immediately shut down the entire system after calling in. Go back and observe the co-host's expression during the entire conversation. He didn't seem to want anything to do with that particular time, not even a tiny amount. This man seems to have understood that things had gone too far. I'm telling you, you've been making fun of Mace and Cam the entire time, and now the tables have completely changed in front of you. All of the energy was messy. Tell me what you learned from this experience by tapping in, and be sure to hit the like button. Run it up and continue the discussion.
See?
At the video shoot, you said you backed him out.
Old boy video shoot was old boy video shoot at the park. Stupid ass.
Not the
no,
park.
it wasn't stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. The shit was down.
Make sure you
Don't forget to sign up for Hot Tea Daily. To ensure you never miss a drop, press that bell and increase the number of shares, likes, and comments. Additionally, remember to use the Hype This Video button to support the channel's expansion. I am grateful to each and every one of you for reaching out. Look, there are two distinct energies in Harlem, uptown and downtown. The uptown side has been heated lately since they didn't appreciate what Cam and May said about Big L and his older brother. Even though I'm primarily a downtown cat, the strain in the air is palpable. I've been listening to some podcasts go live, talking uncontrollably while pretending not to believe Cam and Mace's version of events. However, everything changes in an instant when Camron calls in. The tone of the room changes, and all of a sudden, no one wants to smoke. This is the history of Harlem taking place in front of.